When a dog licks you, what does it really mean? Is it a kiss, a sign of affection, or something else entirely? Today, we're diving deep into this common canine behavior to uncover the truth behind those slobbery moments. Dogs communicate in fascinating ways, and licking is one of their most misunderstood behaviors. While many of us interpret it as a simple display of love, the canine equivalent of a kiss, the reality is much more complex and rooted in both biology and psychology. Let's start with the evolutionary perspective. Wild canines, including wolves, the ancestors of our domestic dogs, use licking as a crucial form of communication from birth. When puppies are born, their mother licks them vigorously to stimulate breathing, clean them, and establish a scent bond. As puppies grow, they lick their mother's face and mouth as a food-soliciting behavior, essentially saying, "Hey mom, I'm hungry. Can you regurgitate some food for me?" This instinctive behavior persists in our domestic dogs, even though they no longer need it for survival. When your dog licks you, they might be tapping into this ancestral behavior. They recognize you as their provider and caretaker, the one who delivers food and ensures their survival. So that face lick might actually be saying, "Hey human, got any snacks for me?" rather than "I love you so much." But that's just one possible explanation. Dogs are complex creatures with multiple motivations for their behaviors. Another reason your dog might lick you is simply because they like how you taste. Human skin is naturally salty due to sweat and the oils we secrete. To a dog, this can be quite appealing, almost like a tasty treat. If you've just finished a meal or have food residue on your hands or face, that licking becomes even more understandable. There's also a social grooming component to consider. In wolf packs and among domestic dogs, mutual grooming helps strengthen social bonds and establish hierarchy. When your dog licks you, they might be engaging in this social grooming behavior, essentially treating you as part of their pack. It's their way of saying, "You're one of us and I'm taking care of you." Interestingly, licking also triggers the release of endorphins in dogs, those feel-good chemicals that create a sense of pleasure and comfort. This means that for many dogs, licking is self-soothing. It makes them feel better, especially when they're anxious or stressed. If you notice your dog licking you more during thunderstorms, when visitors arrive, or during other potentially stressful situations, this could be their way of calming themselves down. Some dogs also lick as an attention-seeking behavior. If you've ever been deeply focused on your phone or computer, only to have your dog start enthusiastically licking your hand or face, you've experienced this firsthand. Dogs quickly learn that licking often results in attention from their humans, even if that attention is just pushing them away and saying stop. To a dog seeking interaction, any response is better than being ignored. There's also a submissive element to licking that's important to understand. In canine social structures, subordinate dogs often lick the mouths and faces of more dominant individuals as a sign of respect and deference. When your dog licks your face, particularly around your mouth, they might be displaying this submissive behavior, acknowledging you as the leader of the pack. But what about those dogs who seem to lick excessively? When does normal licking cross the line into problematic behavior? Excessive licking can sometimes indicate underlying issues that deserve attention. If your dog suddenly starts licking much more than usual, it could signal anxiety, boredom, pain, or even a neurological issue. Dogs may also lick certain spots on their humans if they detect something unusual. There have been documented cases of dogs persistently licking a specific area on their owner's body where cancer was later discovered. Their incredible sense of smell allows them to detect subtle changes that we can't perceive. Allergies and skin conditions can also trigger excessive licking, both of themselves and their humans. If your dog seems obsessed with licking a particular spot on your body, it might be worth checking with a doctor, especially if you notice any unusual changes in that area. From a behavioral standpoint, it's important to establish boundaries around licking if it becomes problematic. While some people don't mind doggy kisses, others find them unhygienic or uncomfortable. It's perfectly okay to train your dog not to lick your face if that's your preference. Consistent, gentle redirection and positive reinforcement for alternative greeting behaviors can help your dog learn what's acceptable. Speaking of hygiene, let's address the elephant in the room. Is it safe to let your dog lick you? The answer is, it depends. Dogs' mouths contain bacteria that are different from what's in human mouths. While the old myth that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's is definitely false, most healthy dogs won't make you sick through normal licking. However, there are some risks to consider, especially for people with compromised immune systems, open wounds, or when it comes to certain areas of the body. Allowing your dog to lick your face, particularly around your mouth, nose, or eyes, does carry some risk of bacterial transfer. And if you've ever seen what your dog finds interesting to lick during walks, you might think twice about those face kisses. For most healthy individuals, the occasional lick isn't cause for concern, but it's always good to wash up afterward, especially before eating or touching your face. Different dog breeds and individual dogs also have varying tendencies toward licking. Some breeds, like Labrador retrievers and pit bulls, are often more enthusiastic lickers, while others, such as Chow Chows and Shiba Inus, tend to be more reserved with their affection. And just like humans have different personalities, dogs have their own unique ways of expressing themselves. Some are naturally more licky than others, regardless of breed. Age can also play a role in licking behavior. Puppies often lick more as they explore their world and learn social behaviors, while senior dogs might lick less as they conserve energy or deal with dental issues that make licking uncomfortable. So, the next time your dog gives you a slobbery greeting, remember that there's much more to this behavior than a simple display of affection. It could be a sign of respect, a request for attention or food, a self-soothing mechanism, or even their way of grooming you as part of their pack. By understanding the complex motivations behind your dog's licking, you can better interpret what they're trying to communicate. If you're a dog owner, I'd love to hear about your experiences with doggy kisses in the comments below. Does your dog have specific licking habits? Have you noticed patterns in when and why they lick you? Sharing these observations can help all of us better understand our canine companions. And if you found this deep dive into dog behavior helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel for more insights into the fascinating world of our four-legged friends. I regularly post videos exploring canine psychology, training tips, and answers to common questions about dog behavior. Understanding why dogs do what they do isn't just interesting, it helps us build stronger, more respectful relationships with them. By recognizing that licking is a complex behavior with multiple potential meanings, we can respond more appropriately to our dog's needs and communicate more effectively with them. Whether you view your dog's licks as sweet kisses or slobbery nuisances, there's no denying that this behavior represents one of the many ways our canine companions try to connect with us. And in a world where genuine connection sometimes feels rare, maybe those wet, enthusiastic greetings deserve a little more appreciation, even if we do reach for the towel afterward. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue exploring the fascinating world of dog behavior and communication. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to join me on this journey of understanding our beloved canine companions better.